Good morning and happy Sunday. I hope you guys had a really good holiday weekend and stuff like that. My hair is crazy. I just woke up and it's nice the chapter we're on in life is superheroes or people with magic powers and stuff like that. And so I was on Elon Musk for a really long time. Off and on, but he always made sure this is how things are, but we always kind of somewhat played, at the same time. But and so I got really delusional, as in we were really together, and but he was always if he was around, he was always really comforting and stuff like that, which is fantastic. And I need that because I'll go into detail later. But afterwards I went on Justin Trudeau, and he is really into superpowers. And I didn't know the type of guy he was. And some guys, they're really good at making you seem like you've been in a really long-term relationship with them, and it's only been not even a day or whatever. And it can get really ugly because it can make you feel like you have actually been with them for a long time, and you know each other and stuff like that, and they can alter your brain. And some people like that. And so that's part of the touch community. It's something that the bike path, quote unquote bike path up here, deals with, which means it's basically the schools, the police, and Prairie St. John, so the mental health communities combined makes up the bike path. And so on the bike path, that is something getting you mind erased or altered and stuff, so going into somebody's house and thinking you own it or live there is something that was used to be really normal, and so but so that can happen with a relationship. And so when I jumped on Justin Trudeau and I kind of comprehended what he wanted, I'm just okay, I don't know how bad you are, and stuff. And I'm just okay, I'm just madly in love with you. Then, because I don't know how you're gonna handle whatever. I don't really know you, I don't know how things are gonna turn out and stuff like that. Because I'm just gonna give you all my trust, not all my trust. People use especially if it's hackers, they usually attack your finances for the first thing, and I don't know why. It just drives me crazy. And they're trying to give you, no, they're not trying to give you money, they're just trying to take all your money away. So before you do that, make sure certain aspects of your life is really secure, because it's not good. But the rest of it, it's whatever, and so I did that, and with Elon Musk, and then the deception thing, he's really the one that loosens the ropes on the control, unless he has an objective. And he really he treats you like cattle, like I do. But besides that, he doesn't play with your brain or anything like that. He plays with you or he bothers you and stuff, but it's not to the extreme. Some people that I would take a knee to, just because. But and so Elon Musk joked around about coming into town, and they're oh great, and then lately he's you gotta act like you don't know me. I'm just fine, okay, and but he's too sweet about it, but at least I know but my thing is, in a snap my brain can be altered, and seems he like never left town. It's not like he came to town. It's like he never left town, you know. And so like that is like one of like my fears, you know, just because like I don't want to like somebody come up to me and they're like, I'm just like, yeah, we've been together for like years, and they're like, it's not even like a day, 2 days, not even a week. I'm just like, no, it's been like this, and we have been doing all this, and I'm just like, and so, but so I really like the robot chicken in me. It's a TV series about like how the chicken that watches like a whole bunch of different screens. Because I don't think people understand different people have like different types of standards for like relationships and stuff like that, or friendships, or interactions, or encounters and stuff like that. And so like it's hard because like if I ever met Jeff Bezos, he's a really sweet, loving guy, but I always know if I meet him, I can't like run up to him and hug him and stuff like that. He makes sure that you're sweet, but you're like professional. If that makes any sense, you know. Unlike Elon Musk, like last year, I would have like run up to him and give him a hug and tell him that I missed him, and yeah, 2 completely different people, you know. And but nowadays I can't be doing that, but like I know like in a flash, you know, if you really want to, or if enough people want me to like be so delusional, I can go back to that, you know. So I'm just like, no, you know. And it's not like my memory gets erased or anything. It's just like they just play with you like sensations and feelings and emotions and stuff like that. And so it gets hard because you can say you love somebody and you really don't, or you can say you hate somebody and you really don't. So like my thing is like if somebody tells me something, I'm just like, think about it, really think about it, go through the like emotions and stuff like that, go through like all this stuff, and then how do you still feel? You know, because if I truly really love somebody, I know my feelings and my emotions get altered. And so I know like if I care for somebody and then they change it to make me angry and upset and stuff, I have to like self-reflect. I'm just like, why am I angry? Why am I upset? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I acting this way? And then I have to think about it. I'm just like, okay. And then I have to like turn it or project it externally. And I'm just like, okay, now I have to think about this person, you know. And I'm just like, why am I feeling anger towards this person? Even though like yesterday or earlier today, it was like, I felt like I was madly in love with this person, you know. And then I'm just like, okay, you know, and then I usually have to like weigh the pros and the cons. And then I'm just like, okay, I think after like so much time, I like, it's like, I think I have a really valid reason on how I feel this way about this person. And then I usually stick with it, you know, unless this person really does upset me, or if this person does really like woo me, or if something like really like major, you know. But then I usually, but I call it like devotion, loyalty and stuff like that. Other people call it the one, you know, but I have a lot of ones, not as much as I used to, but in the past. And it doesn't have to be all romantic, you know, but it's hard because if you don't really if you don't actually internally reflect, you lose track of who you are, you know, and how you actually truly feel and believe and think, and your emotions about it. So, but I'm making this because I am off somebody, which means I had a wonderful night of Dreamless Sleep, which is, ooh, so good. But I am dealing with like demons coming to life right at the moment. I don't know how long it's gonna like last. I hope it only like lasts a day of stuff, because I can start really like feeling the sensations of it. And I don't know if it's like my job that I'm looking at that's seasonal, that's like allowing it, or it's just the chapter this city's on, or it's just really what's going on in life. I really don't know. I don't know what to blame or whatever, but in my life, I think it has something to do with me detoxing off Justin Trudeau, which is really makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, I'm just gonna try to go back on to Good Morning America, because that's technically my home on TV. Like, not in the TV, but you guys get watching TV and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know, but hopefully it doesn't last too long. So, comment below, subscribe, follow, DM me, reach out, Facebook, and Instagram is kind of like my personal page. My business page on Chuckerman on Facebook, and then I have a couple other places. I have a account on X and Truth. So yeah.